I'm just gonna go over what I did to register for the overseas voting. I qualify as the overseas absentee because I have my 주민등록증 issued from South Korea. The period for reporting was from April 4th till April 24th. On the exact day when it started, I reported myself and then they sent me an email to validate my email address. After a few more days, I received like a receipt, my name, the address that's on my 주민등록증, and there's like information on how to cancel. It also explains how the election timeline would be like. Yeah, if you'd like to return to Korea, you have to report that you're returning. They give you all the information. The only information I didn't feel like I had enough was where do I go for the voting. They sent out this information on May 9th, which is very close to the actual voting period. And since I'm traveling all the way from Charlottetown, I felt like it was too short of notice. If I knew there's additional location, then I might have changed my plan. I'm leaving tomorrow, which is May 21st. So if I knew there'd be a shuttle services beforehand, maybe I could have scheduled my flight like between these dates to make it easier for me. I know it's very speeded up because of like the whole background of why this election is taking place, but still, like, I'd have appreciated more if I could get this information beforehand. And then after a few days, they sent all the documents for the candidates. You can see what they have. This is actual like personal information like date of birth, college, their job, their experiences, the money, like how much they have since military services. The huge thing in Korea, it has military status. It says whether the candidate himself went to the military or not, and then whether his sons served in the military. I think it's a pretty interesting thing about Korean elections, and this part is about their tax paying history. This part is like a criminal record. This part is to clarify any information here that might change the viewer's perspective on it. So it has a bit more information of his criminal record. Korean history, like recent history, has like a lot of civil rights stuff. For example, if they went on like a demonstration, they'll be considered as felony depending on which government is ruling at the time. Again, like this person also has a lot of criminal record. I think almost all of them are related to the protests, not like actual felony. I was expecting more of like what they're gonna do once they get elected. And then one thing I found interesting is like this brochure is only for the overseas voters, so it's focusing on policies that will be more applicable for the overseas Koreans. I've been seeing a lot of coverage for the candidates want to fly, but not a lot about the rest of them, so I think I might just look at them. Oh, he's actually committed a felony. Oh my gosh, this is interesting. Like a lot of them is fraud or like not complying to policies. Oh my gosh, this is so interesting. I didn't know. Oh gosh. They got like all these infographics, like what kind of IDs you will need, how to vote, and like how not to vote. This is cool. Hi. I'm packing for my trip to Toronto. It's 2 a.m. My flight is at 12:30. I've been procrastinating a lot. I'll pack my iPad and chargers tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but in the morning. This was my first time flying with Flair Air because they had the cheapest option. And of course, the flight got delayed by 30 minutes. The flight was about $300 round trip with a checked bag on my way back. It took about 2 hours to arrive in Toronto. I only brought a backpack with me, so I exited immediately and started following the signs to take the train downtown. It was honestly confusing because some of the signs weren't easy to follow. I learned that I had to take a train to Terminal 1 first, and then transfer to the Up Express train there.
I can't do this 210 anymore.
The Up train was about $10. I had to watch multiple YouTube videos on Toronto's transit system the night before because I was worried I'd get lost. I got off at Union Station and had to transfer to Subway Line 1. I almost got lost because I followed the train signs and ended up at the Via Rail platforms. I felt like there weren't enough signs in such a large station with multiple subway and train lines, so pay extra attention if it's your first time there like me. The subway car was decent. Not super new, but not super stinky either. And I got off at St. Clair Station. I was hoping that the forecast would be wrong, but it was raining non-stop. After walking for about 10 minutes, I finally arrived at the Consulate General of the Republic of Korea before the closing time for the day, which was 5. And very disappointingly, it took less than 5 minutes to actually vote, but it felt good. I decided to walk a bit more to a Korean Buddhist temple because there's no Buddhist temple within walking distance in Charlottetown, and it's been almost a year since I've visited one. Unfortunately, they weren't open to the public at the time, but I did get to meet this cute black cat, so I can't complain at all. I walked to St. Clair West Station. then got off at Spadina station to eat something. I was debating between Kalguksoo and Donkatsu and decided to try out the Donkatsu place. I ordered tofu katsu with tteokbokki. Then I walked down Brunswick Avenue towards my accommodation. I didn't mind walking in the rain because the street was so pretty with all the flowers. I found a cute vintage/art store on the way and ended up buying a $20 duckling print. Then I got a small strawberry bingsu to go and finally arrived at the hostel I booked for the next 2 days. Again, because it was one of the cheaper options. That was it for day 1 of my voting trip to Toronto. I ended up spending about $500 for a vote that only took 5 minutes. So please vote if you're in Korea and come back for day 2 of my trip. Thanks for watching and see you again soon.